Alright, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. It's tipping it down, and you can see what a seamless link we've got. The bags in the back there, we're at the tip. Otherwise known as the dump. We're doing a bit of a clear out in the house and moving things about. Not because I want to, because the wife made me. But that's probably about the most exciting thing that's happened this week, other than final open qualifying. And there was 4 final open qualifying courses, mostly links, although there were sort of inland ones as well. All the big names were in trying to qualify, and it's 5 places on each course for final open qualifying. So with 4 venues, about 20 players maximum we're going to make it. And obviously if you were tied 5th, you would be in a playoff for the open. And it just goes to show how difficult and how the standard of golf is incredible. But golf is a funny thing, as we all know. Because loads of players shot like opening rounds of 64 and then went on to shoot 76 and 78. Luke Poulter being one of them. And not sure if I'm pronouncing this guy's name correctly. Spanish David Pugh. P-U-I-A-G. And he did the same thing. Missed out. As did Ian Poulter. Missed out. As did Peter Finch. He finished tied 44th with a 75, I believe. The leaders were like 6-7 under. In some cases 8 under. Just shows you the difference between regional qualifying and then final open qualifying, because you're getting some different gravy players coming into the mix. Graham McDowell missed out as well. 9 big names basically missed out on qualifying. Sergio Garcia got in, not through final open qualifying, but actually winning the Dallas Live event got him in on the points basis. So it's interesting to see that the R&A have said to Live that your top player can qualify for the open on a points basis, when the PGA stroke USGA are still at war with Live and not really letting them in anything apart from like your previous records, that type of thing, if you've won it before. And it's quite interesting, isn't it, how these final stages gear themselves up. It was watchable. You could watch it. The live scoring was good on the app. But it just shows you that even these top class players can have an off round or an off day in amongst great golf. Like literally shooting 67, 64 and then shooting 78 on the same day, because it's a 36 hole event. I think in golf, a 36-hole event, a 2-round event in the one day, is actually the hardest format in golf. And to be fair, top-class amateurs are maybe used to it, because they actually can do 72-holers, where it's 36 holes cut, and then another 36 holes. Very rarely does a pro ever do that. An actual pro, like we're talking Ian Poulter, Graham McDowell. Interestingly, Lee Westwood got in, but very rarely does a pro ever play 36 holes in a day. So for him to put 2 low ones together and make it was brilliant. So Lee Westwood's in. We know it's at Royal Portrush. It's going to be... It all depends on the weather. And interestingly, everyone was saying, if the weather had been horrendous, Pete Finch, who missed out, may well have had a chance, because the weather would have equalised the really, like, the boys that just go super low. And Pete Finch, he's been quite good of late. Level parish or 1 under in tricky conditions, or at worst 2 or 3 over. And really, he was unlucky. The weather was brilliant on the actual qualifying, so final qualifying, and that just made it a bridge too far. Dundonald Links was where he was trying to qualify, and that's not an easy golf course. Although you wouldn't think so if you looked at the scoring, because it was incredible scoring. But these guys are so good from like 100 yards in, and they practice all the time in putting, you know. So they're getting on the greens in two putting for a birdie at par 5s consistently, basically just 2 or 3, 4 under without doing much, without actually being like exceptional, you know. Just hitting the greens in reg, couple of putts and getting out of there. Maybe picking up a bonus here or there. Different class though, to do it under the pressure of knowing that this is to get me into the Open. Never mind the fact that if you did make it, how much pressure would you be under on the first tee of the actual tournament? Doesn't bear thinking about. It would either make you or break you, as countless, hundreds of golfers have found over the years. It's not just qualifying, it's doing something at the other side. So, that's been a bit of a entertaining week so far. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have, hit the like, subscribe and the comment button, comment away. What do you think? Do you think, like, you know, Pete did better than he's ever done, and he still missed out? But should he feel disappointed? I don't think he should. I think he was up against it, and he gave it a go. He gave it a real good go, and as did probably everyone else who teed it up. They didn't tee it up thinking they weren't going to make it. Right, so see you when hopefully the weather gets better, and we're just waiting for the dump to actually open, you know. So yeah, see you all soon. Cheers for watching.